So I realized it had been a couple weeks and I needed to do another video. So a lot has been going on, which is why I did not make a video last week. I wanted to make one at least once a week up until the show. I just had a lot of stuff going on. I just went into business for myself, and I am in the process of getting some veneer work done, so that's been exciting, and my time's been going to those two things. I can do a separate video about veneers, and I won't be getting my permanents for at least 2 weeks, so my front two are fake right now. They're just the temporaries. But anyway, so to continue my series, again, this is going to be totally raw. I mean, I might learn how to start doing some editing just so that it's not like one just long, monotonous video. I know that people don't like that, but this is my channel, and I don't know, I just want to be as real and raw, again, as possible. So I decided to just not put any makeup on today and just go for it, and whatever, this is me, and take it or leave it. So to continue this series, I wanted to start off by sharing what prompted me to finally get healthy in the first place and kick it in gear and change up my lifestyle. So what prompted me was I realized that my body is a temple, and I wanted to start treating it as such. And that started with just healthier and more natural, if you will, skincare and hair care. Pinterest really got me into, funny enough, to like DIY hair masks and, what to use on your skin for nails and that kind of thing. And that transferred over to wanting to be healthy and natural on the inside. And so I started there. I just decided I wanted to start eating better and getting rid of the junk. And so I started with eliminating soda, which I wasn't a huge soda buff to begin with, so soda for me was fairly easy to cut off. And from there I went to, sorry, my phone is gonna die soon, so that'll help me to keep this quick and brief. For snacks and that kind of thing, I just, I did the obvious. To get to the point, I did the most common sense, obvious thing that you could do, which is eat better, eat more whole, natural foods, healthy foods. My favorite snacks were carrots, baby carrots, celery and peanut butter, cucumbers. I would cut them up and put lime or lemon juice on them and some like lemon or lime spicy seasoning, and I loved to do that. And apples and peanut butter also. That was my favorite thing. Between meals, that's what I would do. I would just eat when I was hungry and eat the healthier snack option, instead of a bag of chips, carrots. And that's what I did. And I was able to get under a weight that I wasn't ever able to get under before, which was 110 pounds, if anybody was noticing. I am 5 foot. So on my frame, just extra weight tends to make me look bigger than I actually am. And it was just fat weight. It wasn't muscle weight. And there is a difference. So before anybody judges, like 110, that's really tiny. Like, it's really not for somebody that's my size. I have a petite bone structure and frame, and just extra weight on me is very noticeable. And for me, I didn't like it. So I was like 121, maybe 22 or 23 pounds at my heaviest, and I wasn't happy there. And it wasn't about the number at that point. I just wanted to be healthy, and the weight came off. And I truly, honestly believe it was because I wasn't stressed about getting to a certain number. What was imperative and number one to me was knowing that I was eating better. And I felt better making that healthier choice. And when we feel good about what we're eating, that like comes out, and that motivates you. And I started getting back into the gym, and it just kept continuing on from there. And things started to go wrong when I got too low in weight. I decided, I was like, okay, I got this extra weight off. Now what I'm going to do is do a shred. And I didn't know that that was a bad thing to do, especially if you don't have muscle underneath. And I didn't know that. And I didn't have enough muscle mass underneath to even attempt a shred. And that got me way underweight. And, to me, way underweight was 94 pounds. And that's not healthy. And I knew that it wasn't healthy. And it was the most miserable I think I've ever been in my life at that weight. And, you know, God is so good. It made me realize, I should say, that the number doesn't matter on the scale. Because I thought that being at a lower number would get the lean body that I was striving for. And it did not give me that lean body whatsoever. It was just a smaller, still soft version of myself. I was not the hard-bodied, lean body that I was going for, because there's no muscle. So it did teach me, you know, the number doesn't mean anything, because the scale can't differentiate between what's muscle and what's fat. It just tells you the number. So it helped me to really get over the whole number thing, which was good. But in the process, I ended up struggling. And I think I will leave it off there and do a whole separate video about what I struggled with, and then how I was able to overcome that, and how that led into me wanting to do a competition. So thank you for anybody who's watched. It gets easier and easier to talk about it as you talk about it. The only way to get over things sometimes is to talk about them. And it feels good to talk about them and, you know, just share your story, which is all I want to do here, is just share my story and just get out there and be open and true and vulnerable. And I like that feeling. So thank you again for watching. I will try and make sure that I can get this next video up in 1 week, not 2 weeks. So yeah, about 6 weeks out now, guys. Yay, from my competition. And it's going to be good. Look forward to the next video.